Hello, everyone. This is the Art Bros, and once again for this week, it's just gonna be Fancy Dave and I,
Hey,
and we're gonna be talking about a piece that I really wanted to do for a while now,
hmm
and I'm glad I'm finally able to express myself, get myself out there, and I'm able
and,
to do it with David. He gets me.
and
He
in such a
knows.
timely manner, spring is right around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, that's all really needs to be said. But
hmm
anyway, let's get down to business.
Yep.
Today, we're going to be looking at Andrew Wyeth. We've talked about him before on our Bros, but I've wanted to talk about this piece called Spring.
hmm
And I have certain emotions with it, but I want to hear David. I want to hear what you want to say about it first. I want to hear I want to hear your fresh mouth on this hot piece, all right?
hmm Uh, let's see. What I found more interesting about this is Andrew Wyeth tends to be a realist painter,
Mm-hmm.
very much in the regionalist style. But this one is very surreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what stuck out to me out of all the work I've been looking at, prepping up for this episode. Is
It's like almost poetic, I find. Like that's probably one of my favorite things I really like about Andrew Wyeth is just his paintings. You're definitely right. There's a sense of surrealism, but also realism to it.
Mhm.
So, but they border on that line of poetry, which I like. I really enjoy. Um, but I goofed. I totally forgot to say this was done in 1978.
Mhm.
This is tempera on panel, and it's
Eggs.
61 by 122 centimeters. All right, gonna paint that image in everyone's head. Okay, but the thing that I like about Andrew Wyeth is like his whole family's painters, like N.C. Wyeth, those Treasure Islands,
Famous
Treasure
illustrator. Yeah.
Islands. Um, but when you look at Spring, when I first looked at this, I thought,
Yep.
holy shit, this is like a creepy painting. This is a weird painting. I thought it was like someone killed a man and spring is coming, all the snow is melting, and it's revealing this body, you know?
It's on a
So, I
police
don't know.
procedural show. This is what you would see.
Yeah, yeah. So I kind of feel like I'm getting a little sneak peek into CSI in the 1970s, you know? So, hmm.
Let's see, and it's got a very kind of a tragic background to this painting. Uh,
Yeah. Do you want to say it?
yeah, we can interchange.
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead.
anyway, Andrew Wyeth tended to do a lot of his paintings in this town called Chadsford,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, and
Yeah.
also in Maine as well. But this one is set in Chadsford.
Not too far. I've been to the NC Wyeth Museum. I'm not sure if it was like the big family one, but
hmm
I've been to one of the shows before. But anyway, please continue. Sorry.
Let's see. Anyway, he was neighbors with a family called the Kerners.
Yeah.
And yeah, he kind of just hung out on their farm when he was a teenager. Kind of got a lot of inspiration from that scenery.
Mm-hmm.
However, the elder of the family, Carl Kerner, was pretty much dying from illness by the time he was painting this, and the man also suffered from flashbacks from his time in World War One because he was in the trenches.
Yeah.
So he was still kind of haunted by these experiences. So there's like this dying old man who's kind of still, I guess, haunted by this very violent past.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just find that very kind of sad.
Oh, it's tragic, but it's really cool to see how close Andrew Wyeth became with I think is like the Kerners
hmm
to the point like they gave him a key into their own house so he could go in whenever they want. Like he must have been such good friends with their neighbor, and it makes me feel so much better being able to appreciate his art. Just like the fact that you know he was such good friends with these people where like they let him in his life. It kind of gives me the impression that he was a good guy.
hmm
And looking more into this painting, like I said earlier, I thought this was supposed to be a dead body. I thought this was like a reveal, and
hmm
the fact that it goes so much deeper than that. And there's the whole time with World War One, and like it's almost you're looking at a hallucination brought to life. I love it because another reason why I like it because Andrew Wyeth is such a cool guy as is,
hmm
but through this painting, you're like learning about like his life around him, like enough about the artist, just what's going on around him, and I don't know. I mean, You can probably tell I really like this piece, so I'm finally happy we get to talk about this guy. Um,
Old man
but
being
yeah,
slathered in vanilla ice cream.
ooh, that's what I'm thinking. I'm really wondering if that's like fluffernutter, and just like a big chunk of it.
Miracle
And
Whip.
ooh, just want to dive into that. Anyway, David, you got any closing thoughts on this guy?
No, well, I'm more of an observation I just made. I don't know why it took me so long. I mentioned the trenches, and I noticed those tire tracks kind of look like them.
Yeah, maybe that's
Nod.
maybe a little personal hint to it.
Hmm.
It would make sense. It would make sense. Yeah. And it's just it's funny because I'm a huge fan of Dutch landscape painting,
Hmm.
and the fact that in Dutch landscape it's like 80% sky and 20% land, and this it's like 80% land and man, probably 90% land and 10% sky. So it's cool to see myself so fascinated by a painting when it's a little bit opposite of what I usually enjoy.
Hmm.
So, but I mean, it's like I feel like I've said everything that I've felt I'm passionate about this painting. So, yeah, yeah. But anyway, David, you want to close this out?
Yeah, you know me, Patrick.
You do it, man.
I like it. That's
What was it?
Yeah, we can close off though. People, if you didn't already subscribe, we would greatly appreciate that. So hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the Art Bros on YouTube. You can also follow us on Facebook. Just search the Art Bros on Facebook. I'm pretty sure we're the only ones.
Yeah.
And we're also on Twitter.
Yes. Oh, we got a Twitter account. That's right.
We got a Twitter. You can follow us on twitter.com/art_bros or at art_bros.
Right. Yeah.
So you can follow us on there. And yes, share this out. That'll help us out too, and we appreciate it. We just hit 175 subscribers recently.
Oh man.
Yes, we're good.
This is the peak of my life.
We're really humbled by all your support. We
Thanks,
really
guys.
are. Let's see. And Patrick, anything else?
I love every single one of you. I don't say that as an expression. I say that as sincerity. So thank you, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's it.
All right, man. Till next time, people.
Goodbye.